I watched the first episode. It was fun. I mean, that's what you were going for, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
A while ago, fun.
Yeah, fun.
I do have to ask you this though.
Remember that? Remember fun?
Wait a minute. I think I remember Adam West. Wait a minute. That was 40 years ago.
You know what? Batman was fun before him.
That's true.
I'm going further back than Adam West.
All right. But I do have to ask you a question. When I was watching it, the thought that had occurred to me, in a world where The Dark Knight has grossed up nearly $1 billion, basically, do people want their Batman light and fun, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think Dark Knight pushed it right up to the wall. I mean, that's the Batman everyone was clamoring for the past, since 1966. And they got it, and he gave it to them in spades, and I think now it's like this show is going to be an after-dinner mint. You've had a rich, juicy meal of Batman as dark as you can take him. Well done. And now you have a nice, light, frothy dessert of Batman to clean your palate. So,
how much time did you spend coming up with that analogy? That's what
right off the top of my head, Ed.
Very good.
But, I mean, practically, Dark Knight is, as close to an R movie as you can get, practically. But, and I know the kids can't see that, at least of a certain age. So the demographic we're going for is the demographic that could not get into Dark Knight. But Batman is one of those characters. I mean, when I saw my first Batman cartoon, I was 4 years old, and it didn't scar me. So, I think there's a place for Dark Knight, and there's a place for Batman Brave and the Bold.
Okay. But now, this show is, to me at least, it does seem like it's definitely skewing younger than even Justice League and that kind of show did, right? I mean, it feels like it, no?
It depends. I mean, if you think about, there's still, there's 40-year-old guys who will still watch reruns of the original Transformers series.
Right.
Like it's, you know what I'm saying? They still get entertainment value out of it. So I don't know that it's necessarily skewing young. It's just, it's the demographic most cartoons start out at. I mean, Justice League and, all the Bruce Timm shows were anomalies. They weren't the norm as far as the way cartoons are done.
Right.
And they're wonderful masterpieces, but, this is just going back to, old school Saturday morning cartoons, with the bigger budget, better voices, better writing, better animation.
Absolutely.
But intent, it's a Saturday morning cartoon.
Right.
On Fridays at 8 o'clock.
That's right. The exception to that. Yeah. For you, what's the appeal, I'm wondering, about the whole idea of these team-ups? I mean, creatively, what does that give you?
Well, it's just the comic book. It's the Brave and the Bold comic book. Was Batman teaming up with another hero. It does several things. It gets Batman to team up with a variety of different types of people in individual episodes. So they bring out different parts of Batman's personality. Those team-ups also give Batman a chance to get out of Gotham and to kind of, you take him out of his element and put him in this other character's element and see how he fares. And, Batman always fares well. It's a way to do a kind of more fantasy-driven Batman show without sacrificing the actual character of Batman. And it's still very true to the comic books, of a certain era. Not the last 20 or so years, but,
right.
Batman's been around since 39? 36? 39?
Yeah, just ask the mayor of Turkey's Batmanville or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Where did he come from? But anyway.
Where has he been since 1939?
Yeah, I know. They just got television over there, I
guess that's it. No, it's definitely, because you do get to take Batman to space. I was thinking that today and watching the episode. It was like, okay, you don't usually get to see Batman operate on another planet, basically.
But Batman's Batman. I mean, his and that's something we learned on Justice League, is that, as long as Batman is consistent to his own personality, and you can put him anywhere. I mean, we did it. I mean, there's other things. We did several times put Batman out of his element on Justice League, and it worked fine. And that's something we learned about the characters, that, hey, he can work in a lot of, settings. So
right.
So it's not really, in comic books, he's always gone and done different things and been different places, and had to. And he's gone to outer space. I was going to say HE double hockey sticks, but probably not good for your interview.
Oh well. Although I did hear the tragic news that we're not going to get a team up with Superman this year.
Not so tragic news, but no. But like I said, I'm old school. I go back to the Brave and the Bold comic books, and in the Brave and the Bold comic books, Batman and Superman, I don't know if they ever teamed up.
Not in Brave and Bold. They had World's Finest, I guess, right?
So that's something that when we do it, it'll be a special event type deal, and that's the thing that the show isn't really about Batman going to the A-listers.
Mm-hmm.
This is about Batman delving into the not so well known or not so well exposed characters of the DC universe, and showing, putting some light on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Justice League Unlimited did a nice job of that too, and it was very appealing having the opportunity to see characters you usually see.
Yeah. And this is a little more intimate because you don't have to service an ensemble show like Justice League was. So this is just Batman and fill in the blank.